Hey everyone, my name's Walter, and we're back here with more Reddit posts. Today it's time to return to the nice guys, men who think that calling themselves nice means they can act however they want otherwise. You'll see if you don't already know. Let's get started with nice guys from Reddit. These posts come to us from Reddit Nice Guys. I just got friend-zoned in front of an audience. This is why I live in New York, LMAO. I told you I like the guy I'm talking to, haha. I'm home. Good night, blank. Tonight was fun. Yes, it was, and it was good to see you. Next time, tell me you like this boy before I drive 40 minutes to chill, thank you very much. I know you're new to this whole thing, but words are important. Good night. Mister, I did tell you I was talking to someone, and you also said you DM'd some girl, haha. I feel like friendzone is this semi-serious term that people usually use to vent. Saying it directly to someone like, you friendzoned me, just sounds really stupid. Are you kidding right now? Don't gaslight me. You're a smart person. Even your friends were like, what the fuck? Am I that dense, lol? You'll never have this problem again. Don't worry. I literally look dumb as fuck, lol. Good night. Put this on speaker. I'd love input. Maybe I'm just a guy that's incorrect. I'd love to go into public single life with feedback. Oh man, reading this is gonna fucking suck. I'm sending over voice message, so like maybe your girlfriends can like kind of agree with me. Like just for logic's sake. Like not saying I drove 40 minutes to like fuck you tonight. Like that's not what you or anything or there was any intention. But if you thought that like I genuinely drove tonight on my last weekend out when I was at home after hanging out with I went to New York and I check-in apartment. I drove to Philly and I hung out with my friend and I drove home. I showered and like got ready and came out. If you genuinely, like, don't think, if you thought that, like me, I'm getting mad. You can hear it in my body, like this frustrate, like girl, like in general, like again. I don't have this problem in New York, like this is a Jersey thing. Do you genuinely believe, like I came out to be like best buddies? Read our text messages over the last, like 2 weeks. You talked about this dude, like, not even touching you, like real shit, like. You again put me on speaker, like let them know, like I don't care. Like if you genuinely believe I came out here to give you a hug goodnight. I'm not saying you had to fuck me or like hook up with me or anything. But if you generally believe, like that when like I came out, like you mean like this is the part where your girlfriend start looking at you and they say no shit. It's not even like I had intentions. I had no intentions. I had no intentions for nothing. Nope. One of your girls actually said, like previously, that I was handsy with you, so I was specifically in my mind, am I okay, like that's not acceptable, like in general. I'm not like that, right? Like that's not my personality, if you generally believe. In your heart of hearts, like common sense wise, that I'm at 1 minute and 40 now, that I came out here for a hug goodnight. Again, I'm not expecting anything like a fuck or anything crazy like or anything. If you thought like you need to look in the mirror, like you genuinely like you're out in this game, the single game, and you're wrong and you wasted. Like not saying like no, you know real shit. I should be asleep right now. You wasted my time like real shit. I met your friends like blank was dope. Your friends were dope, like I love talking to them. But like you need to do some soul searching, and this is because I'm saying this to your face. Like I would ghost you right now if you were any other person, blank. I would ghost you right now, and this is how I operate now it is. But I'm telling you to your face, like, hey, like you need to read situations, like real shit, like I'm a me. So I'm able to convey this. You need to read it, because if you genuinely, I don't believe this, am I that you knew exactly what was going on, and that makes this selfish, and that. Okay, I hated typing that out, obviously. I guess this guy wanted more than a hug, but less than fucking. He's really glazing her friends here, too. Totally gonna make her jealous. Before anyone asks, I guess he's 28. And here's some context, holy shit. For context, since I have no idea how to add text to a post, lol. College friend for 10 plus years. He liked me 10 years ago. I liked him for like 2 minutes, but he was flaky, so I was like goodbye. 5 years ago, we tried to go on a date. He got back with his longtime ex immediately after, and we didn't speak again until last year. But I was in a long-term relationship and kept it friendly. I'm newly single and we've texted, but we literally talk about the people we ask out/go on dates with. He got a job out of state and was moving in a week and wanted to come out to say hello, as he was apparently doing with all his hometown friends, before he leaves. I was out with my girlfriends. He was smacking my ass at the bar and buying my drinks, and I even said don't do that. And had recently started going on dates with someone else that I like, and expressed that to him, and he said I was making a huge mistake and wasting my time. Offered to drive me and my friends home at the end of the night. I sat in the back seat away from him. Did not expect him to hang the whole night. Just thought he was coming by to say hi. Was handsy with another girlfriend of mine, and put his hand on my other girlfriend's thigh the ride home. So this was the aftermath of me getting out of the car and saying goodnight and going inside my friend's house. Dude said like 55 times. How exhausting. You choose the bear? Don't expect us real men to defend you when you get mauled. I am so sick of females saying they choose the bear over men, while still demanding that we defend them. Why would I protect a female who would choose a goddamn bear over me? I'm not dangerous at all. Anyone in my life would attest I'm a nice guy who would never hurt anyone. I'm a nice guy who treats everyone in my life with the utmost respect and dignity. I did the same thing as a law enforcement officer with the MTA. You bitches need to have a lot more respect for men. We built this society. We made you comfortable. We provided you with all the products and advancements that make modern life possible, and we protected you throughout human history. All you bitches had to do was maintain the house and look hot. Now these feminist bitches want to disrespect us and choose bears over us. Okay, bitch, choose a bear over me. Just don't expect me to defend or protect you. It's hard to believe these aren't satire sometimes. But that aside, is this guy really going to fight a bear? We built this society you need to be protected in. Respect us and don't hurt our feelings by not choosing us in a hypothetical situation. Yet another moron who doesn't understand the concept behind choose the bear. Idiots. It does not mean we're going to go looking for bears to cuddle instead of a husband. By God, some of you are as dumb as a box of rocks. Yeah, I'd say some people have either put way too much or way too little thought into this bear thing. I'm assuming AIW means am I wrong? Am I wrong for cutting off a lying friendzoner? I, 34 male, had a friend, 29 female. We talked often through social media and texting and spent time together when schedules and finances allowed. I also did a few favors for her, such as giving her rides to work because she doesn't have a car and couldn't always afford or get an Uber to her in time. I also did bigger favors, like picking her up and taking her home from a bar after she drank too much, even though it was 3 a.m. and I had to be at work at 7 a.m. Oh my god, what a simp. She probably had no respect for him at this point. It's like the printer story all over again, except this guy actually got mad about it. After being friends for about 1 year, I shared my interest in being more than friends with her. She said that although she was grateful and appreciative to have me in her life and for the favors I'd done, and admitted that I did stand out from most of the guys she had encountered. She also said, it's not that I don't want to date you. It's that I don't want to date anyone right now because I've had too much bad luck with dating recently. She told me those things on a Wednesday. The following Friday, she posts on Facebook that she is attending karaoke night at a local bar with another guy. The next day, she posts again announcing they are in a relationship. I messaged her and called her out on the contradiction between her recent words to me and her actions, and how I felt that I'd been lied to and taken advantage of. Her response was essentially, I'm sorry that you feel that way, but I'm not sorry about what I've done. She also tried to explain that she'd known this guy for longer and some similar BS. I deleted and blocked her on socials and my phone and haven't spoken to her since. Am I wrong for cutting her off and burning the bridge? To be honest, I don't think he's wrong for cutting her off if he wanted to. But he really should have done it without messaging her and trying to call her on hypocrisy. Just wasn't going to help anything. And this isn't even a woman thing. Guys are like this too. Years ago, a guy I'd been steady with for 18 months or so told me he wanted to pursue the solitary path of the warrior. 2 weeks later, he was handfasted, a pagan thing, to a woman he'd met and fallen in love with while on ecstasy. We ran in the same circles, so I saw him now and then. It didn't last the supposed year and a day. Big surprise. We did eventually become friends. He grew up, got happily married. My husband and I went to their wedding. Sadly, he died a couple of years back. He didn't quite make 60. I'm still Facebook friends with his widow. He declared interest in girl. Girl did not reciprocate. Dude, be a better person and move on. Confronting about it wouldn't compel her to want to date you based on the strength of the case you built. Doing nice things for you equals pussy tokens. I rejected a friend's proposal to become something more because I wasn't romantically attracted to him and was not interested in being in a relationship, which the latter I told him. Within 2 weeks, I received an unexpected friend request from my old high school ex-boyfriend. We'd broken up because of distance and I'd never stopped having feelings for him. But it had been nearly 10 years and I didn't think he was an option. X said he still loved me. We were engaged 8 months later. The friend became completely unglued on both of us, wailing about how I'd lied and played him, and claiming my now husband had stolen him from me. Unhinged mantram behavior. I feel like reading stories from the comments sometimes as part of the Reddit experience. Hey, I'm one of them good guys, but you don't care about that, right? All you care about is hot guys that'll just gonna mess you about and don't care about you at all. Well, not me. I'll take you out on romantic dates, hand-holding / holding you tight and making you feel safe. You'll never be alone again. And best of all, laughter. But as stated, I'm one of the good guys. So swipe left on me and find yourself a horrible guy, because this one deserves a good girl, not a fake-ass bitch. He does make a really strong case for swiping left on him, I'll give him that. My favorite thing about nice guys is when they call women bitches. That really shows how nice they are. He's not one of the good guys, he's a manipulative tool. He deserves nothing, and that's all he will ever get with that attitude. Okay, this one looks crazy. Hey, I was thinking, I think now is a perfect time to go on a random night adventure together. Hey, I think we should just dive into each other's life in arms. It's too short. Life, that is, lol. I appreciate the offer, but I'm not interested in pursuing anything romantic with you. And find it a bit off-putting that we haven't even spoken in years, and you're ready to jump on it. Life is realizing in 10 more years that maybe I should have just taken a leap of faith, instead of just thinking you know it all, and assuming with your guard up your entire life. Sure thing. Pardon me, but jumping on it was never the intent. Don't even know what that means. God forbid you found somebody that has a brain and the courage to say what they want when pursuing a woman. I find it offsetting that people don't understand and appreciate my greatness. Appreciate his greatness. We're at like Elliot Rodger levels of narcissism here. The only level past that is thinking you're God like Chris Chan. I would have to laugh at this guy though. That won't stop me though. One of the most loving people you will ever meet. You were never at my door with an opportunity, but I sure as heck was at yours with one. So it's your loss, and that's okay. You don't know anything about me or my personal life, so don't assume my reasons for lack of interest in your pursuit. Have you considered it might be a little strange and creepy that a guy I knew in high school and haven't seen in at least a decade is messaging me about dive into each other's lives in arms? As a woman who is trying not to end up on Dateline, yes, I will continue to have my guard up when someone creeps me out. Okay, cool. Because I'm sure I wouldn't be walking this earth free if I was some sick psychopath maniac. I don't need somebody that would be as dramatic and overthinking as you anyways. So please pretend like it never happened. I would prefer a genuine, loving individual, not some sociopath who can't even appreciate a very high-quality person. I'm looking for a mother, a real woman who is ready to start a family. Good luck with your train of thought. Get over yourself, LMAO. This is totally going on Reddit Nice Guys. Man, I know social media makes it possible to message girls you haven't seen since high school, but that really doesn't make it a good idea. What the fuck is he thinking? Because I'm sure I would be walking this earth free if I was some sick psychopath maniac. It's definitely something a sick psychopath maniac would say. Also, how he then turns it and calls her a sociopath. Yeah, is this guy just like denying that violent crimes against women exist? I mean, most of the time someone manages to commit a crime before they're locked up, don't they? I mean, we all know that every sick psychopathic maniac is behind bars. That's the reason all violent crime has been stopped. You were never at my door with an opportunity, but I sure as heck was at yours with one. LMAO? Oh, this might go on a little long, but let's read this one too. I asked you a simple question. You threw away our whole talking stage over nothing. Take care of yourself, though, and stop self-harming. Man, what a prick. That'll show you to tell him things, I guess. I told you I didn't like stuff like that, and that's all you ever wanted to talk about. You made me feel used. If you can't have a conversation without involving your dick, then I don't want to talk to you. Is generalizing the extent of your ability to express yourself? I've brought up plenty of topics with you that weren't sexual. Don't magically forget that simply because I asked if you would be okay with something else. It's rude, inconsiderate, and self-righteous. Every time I talked to you, you made it sexual. So you forgot about me telling you my opinions on sentience, and me showing interest when you said you would bake for me, and telling you to take your health more seriously when you took too much of a drug that you say can easily kill you, and everything else I shouldn't have to remind you about. God, why does he sound like he's scolding a child? That's not how you should talk to someone you're involved with. At least I don't think so. Hey, you told me about self-harming behavior. Allow me to throw it in your face. Now you better date me. Don't devolve everything we've talked about into the one thing you're upset about right now. It's unfair to me. Good night. And don't take too much of a dosage. We talked about that like a few times. If you really cared, you wouldn't bring it up at all unless I told you I was ready. If you really had any level of interest in me, you wouldn't throw the effort I've spent growing closer to you entirely over me asking you if you're okay with it. I think I'll call this video asking if she's okay with it, because my God. I don't want to argue. If you don't want to talk to me anymore, I accept your decision. Just know that I didn't mean to upset you. I wouldn't bring it up ever again until you're ready. I didn't realize that asking if you are would upset you. You really think people can't tell when you're insulting them, champ? Yeah, okay. See where that's gotten you. Sorry, you probably don't want to read any of this. Good night. I just wanted to feel like you wanted me. I won't contact you again if you don't respond. I wish you the very best. Yeah, do you think he contacted her again? See, telling me that makes me actually feel wanted. I'm used to only feeling wanted when people are attracted to me. Do you want to try again? I'll listen to your feelings if you listen to mine too. He'll listen to your feelings so he can use them as ammo, obviously. You can sleep on it if you want. I know you're tired. I deserve better than to be ignored. I'll respect whatever decision you make. Just let me know if you want us to try again or not. Never mind. I can't let myself care about you. You already have so many issues. And now, I feel that you blew this entirely out of proportion, and I should feel the need to apologize simply because I asked you if you would be comfortable with something or not. I was respectful about this and you weren't. Goodbye. I just woke up. Okay, so now this is his Me Too story. She wasn't respectful enough, damn it. Anyway, it's about all the time I have for you today. Thanks for watching, everyone. If you like the video, please give it a like. If you have something to say, make sure you let me hear it in the comments, because I'll be reading them while the video's new. If you're new here, consider subscribing for more of the same, whatever else I'm on about. Big thanks to my awesome patrons who I'll be shouting out here very soon. They help me more directly over on Patreon, and it's amazing. Yeah, real talk, my monitor decided to stop working, so I'm using a less than HD version, so if anything sucks about this video, I guess blame it on that. I do think my audio's been pretty good though, so maybe I'll be fine until I get a new monitor from Amazon in like 3 days. What a world we live in. Anyway, I'll be back soon. Have a great day, everyone. Don't tell nice guys about your trauma if you don't want it thrown back at you.